Joining us now is Ghada Karmi, a Palestinian-born academic and author of One State, the Only Democratic Future for Palestine, Israel. Thank you so much for your time. Look, Ghada, we are in this absolutely dire situation. You know, there's pressure on the international community to try to intervene, to try to help. From your perspective, what could happen politically now that might help?
Yeah. First, I just need to say, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to try to put right some of the disinformation that has been broadcast. I've just heard. Dr. Kelly is the one person who's really told the truth. And the hell that you say the freed Israeli hostage describes is actually the hell that the people of Gaza are living in. Now, I want to ask you something before I answer your question. What will it take to satisfy Israel's bloodlust? Tell me, 5,000 dead Palestinians already, cutting off water and the basic essentials of life. Is this enough to satisfy Israel's lust? You see, the tragedy of this situation is not just the sufferings of the poor people of Gaza, it's the ignorance and the blindness of the international community and so many of your commentators who actually either don't know the truth or are willfully misleading people. Israel is a powerful state with a huge army and equipped with the latest weaponry. Hamas is a small group of Palestinian fighters. No way can you compare the fighting ability or the destructive ability of Hamas with that of Israel. And we can see it being played out. Yet all I hear is about Hamas. Apparently Hamas is everywhere. It steals things, it starves people, it cuts off supplies. You know, you can't have it both ways.
Ghada, what is undeniable, though, is the atrocities committed on the 7th of October, and Israel have felt the need, just in the last, 36 hours, to invite journalists to show them footage taken from Hamas, video cams, dash cam footage of things that are unbroadcastable because they are so atrocious, what happened on the 7th of October. I'm sure you won't deny what happened then. Israel, of course, have the right to defend themselves. The international community are saying to Israel, please stave off this ground invasion so we can do things like secure the release of these hostages. What would your plea be to be, or what would your solution to be in the situation we are now to try and minimise bloodshed, but to make sure that nothing like this can happen again?
Okay. Now, the evidence produced by Israel is one that one cannot accept because Israel is not an independent observer. Let's be clear. It's one of the parties to this conflict. So anything it says or shows has to be set aside until there is an independent report. That's the first
Ghada, what do
thing.
you think happened on the 7th of October?
Well, all I know is what we saw.
So what did you see happen?
Right. What I saw was a failure of Israeli intelligence from realizing that Hamas was breaching the wall and was on its way to the kibbutzim and then these other settlements. That is, I think that's the principal problem. And in a way, it's what's pushing Israel to take revenge. They are so embarrassed by being caught napping that they are wreaking their anger on the poor people of Gaza. Now, in terms of the ground invasion, I've heard so many excuses why it's not taking place. Why hasn't it happened? Israel has been threatening it. It's amassed hundreds of thousands of soldiers on Gaza's northern border. It's brought fearsome tanks. It's terrifying, yet they haven't taken a step to go inside Gaza. And my explanation for that, and I very much want your viewers to think about it, my explanation is they are too scared to go into Gaza because fighting a guerrilla war and what is called asymmetric warfare is not the same as shooting dead civilians, which is the experience of most of the Israeli army.
Ghada, thank you very much for your time. It's been good to hear your perspective. Thank you.